can do a lot of tricks with your ulti, especially when you're jungling, when you can hide in a ton of bushes in the jungle. So I could go for blue, but I know his red will also be spawning soon, or after his blue. So I want to get there early this time, so I ward properly. Okay, well I don't ward properly. So the ward here, it should be able to see everything. So and it's a very specific spot. It's like right at the tip here, where you can see the whole camp plus the bush. So that might take some practice. Just try it a couple times. Yeah, you want to try to get really precise. So yeah, I was going to go for blue because I was waiting for Skarner to come, but as soon as I saw him, I came. So he's gonna do this in the bush again. I see it at 1,000 health. I walk in. You can actually come a bit earlier. It's very easy to snipe buffs. Very, very easy. So he's fighting me because he's trying to bait me for the kill. And this is a trick you can do with Nunu: is you go into a bush and you ulti, and they will not be able to see that you're ulting actually. So you will be able to get kills or a lot of surprise damage with that strategy. So yeah, even though I didn't get the blue here, I counter jungle's red and ended up killing him. So did end up I did end up getting that blue buff. Yeah. So right now, Brand went back, and our blue is secure for sure. I killed Skarner, and Rise is heavily damaged, so I don't have to worry about this. I can just spam, not too worried about getting it stolen. Yep. So what you want to do is you want to give blue to your mid. It really helps them out, especially because Nunu isn't that mana reliant. Actually, on some junglers, I would suggest that you just take the blue so you can gank more effectively and do more ganks as opposed to just jungling alone. But when you're playing, all mid players want blue buff, so yeah, you'll just have to coordinate that. So I think yeah, I think I counter jungled myself actually when I was camping here. I just took the big wraith and then I came back. Either that or Skarner came and took it. It's not a big deal. Nunu picks up counter jungled creeps very fast. So yeah, Lizard's not in a snipeable range, so I'm not hitting it. I want to try to save my consume for it, just in case Skarner is nearby. Especially because he took my race. You want to be careful with this. If they took your if they take your neutral creeps, they are very likely nearby. So yeah, he is nearby. He's right there. So yep. So that's the power of counter ganking. You can really save your teammates, allows them to farm. If I wasn't there, he might have gotten ganked and killed. So you, as a jungler, you still want to pay attention. As a counter jungler, you want to pay attention to your jungler roles, regardless. So yeah, it's very important to actually claim your own neutral creeps. You don't want to be in their jungle the whole time. What I know is some counter junglers, what they do is they just stay in your jungle the whole time, and they don't even farm their own buffs. And in the end, they're severely out leveled as well as you are, or they're probably the same level as you. But as you can see, I'm 2 levels higher because I've been counter jungling as well as taking all these buffs. Okay, so there's a bunch of fighting going on. I managed to catch Teemo. The slow is ridiculous. There's no way. Like, without Flash, he would definitely have died there. So, and I'm just chasing because, I don't know, just in case he's in the bush. You never know. Some people get lazy. And, yeah, so since I came here all the way here, you might as well just take his neutrals. And the thing about Skarner is he specializes in doing AoE damage. So when you take like their valuable creeps, he spends a lot of time killing like worthless creeps. So not good for him at all. I've seen it in lane a couple times actually. He's been in lane, getting lane EXP, still higher level than him. I haven't really been farming lane at all. I've just been counter jungling and everything. So okay, so I saw Skarner at bottom. So I am fairly certain I can get to his blue buff without, or like near the same time as him, or even faster. just because I went back before him. So I I'm not exactly sure what I. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this time I get the bush. So I see Anivia. She has her ulti on, and Skarner is not able to give her the blue buff because I was there. They're terrified of me stealing his buff again. So yeah, you can really abuse vision too. That's very important. You should really know vision with Nunu. Ezreal could not see me, and I just channeled my ulti. I knew he was gonna check his ult and perhaps like collapse on me because they knew I was there. So I ran back and yeah, I did tons of damage to Ezreal. And the thing is, when you ulti here, even if he flashed away across the wall, he would not have been able to escape. So yeah, Nivea without blue. She will eventually run out of mana, so you can actually keep just pushing this until she's So Wraith Camp is up. So you can actually see Wraith Camp from this bush here if you stand at the corner. So yeah, once again I messed up the buff, messed up the wards, so it's okay. And here I don't want to waste too much time. I don't want to wait for him because there's a lot of pressure mid. I don't want to be. Well, there was a lot of pressure mid. So if you're counter jungling and there's like a lot of people, like high chance of them collapsing on you without your teammates helping you, you really want to just take it and leave. You don't want to time it and sneakily take it. So yeah, if Ashe was hitting the tower more, actually, I would have shown you how good Blood Boil is in taking down towers. Okay, so right here, yep, looks like I will be giving it to Brand. Yes, yes I do. Okay, never mind. It looks like Red Buff actually stole it. Okay, so I guess this isn't a very good game to show how Visionary works, but it's okay. Yeah, so our team's doing really well. Skarner hasn't been able to do much, hasn't been able to gank too much because he is very concerned with his own. So even though he does have more creeps than me, he does have more like. But as you notice, I'm only taking one, and this one creep is probably worth like 10 of these little guys. So it does look